Hello friends, welcome to my video. In this video, I'll show you how you can connect to a Simulink model using or through an App Designer GUI. So basically, in this tutorial, I'll try to show you a simple Simulink model which will simulate from the App Designer and take the output back into the App Designer and do the plot. So let's start. First, let's make a simple App Designer. So we go to this app. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So in this we will just make a simple sine wave in the Simulink model and plot the output in our app designer. So I'll first save this. So probably app designer Simulink model is my name. Okay. And now in this what I will need is I will need probably an axis where I will plot the output of the sine wave, and I need a button to start the simulation or invoke it. We can do in different ways also, but I will try to keep it simple. And probably let's also try to see how we can give inputs, like how we can change the duration of our simulation. We'll name it as duration. So that will control from our app designer, and also the amplitude of our uh, sine wave. Yes. So once we have it, probably what we can do is we can just change it orientation from vertical to horizontal. Basically, we can go to the other landscape and portrait view. We can toggle, and we can bring this also here into adjust here. This looks better. So now what I will do is I'll just probably expand it. Yes. Okay, so initial value for this, for amplitude, probably I will give it how much, 5, and for duration probably let's simulate it for 10 seconds. Yeah, initially, and then of course we'll be able to change. I will like to name it as a start button, a start. Yeah, and title probably I'll change it to sine wave. So now once we have all the things set in our app designer, let's first make our Simulink model as well. So Simulink model, will keep it very simple. We'll just have a simple Simulink model with a sine wave as an input, sine wave source, and yeah, of course we'll have to change the amplitude of this, because amplitude we are taking from this app designer. So probably what we'll do is we will keep the amplitude using some variable called ampl, ampl, whatever name you want to give. And we will like to take this output to a workspace variable, because this workspace variable will be responsible for me to get the output back in the app designer. So I will just name it a sine wave value or amplitude, whatever. So I'll just keep the variable name as sine wave value here. I'll just put it here. You can add a scope also here if you are interested to see the value here, but I will not do anything more here. I'll just sine wave Simulink. Yes. So my file name becomes sine wave Simulink. That is what we have to call from our app designer. So I don't think we have to do anything more over here. Yeah, we can change the solvers, but that probably I'll do later. So let's first go and complete our code in our app. So in app designer, this start button will be responsible to invoke the thing. So I'll just add a callback to this start button. So once I add a callback, so the first thing which we have to do is we have to assign the value of our amplitude to the workspace, base workspace, so that from there it will pick the value in the Simulink model. So first let's use this assign in. Okay, yes. Yeah, assign in, and first we have to give the workspace where we want to assign the value. So we want to assign it to the base workspace, and then it asks for the name of the variable. So if you remember, we gave the name as ampl, ampl, and what will the value of that workspace? So value will be this vertical bar, which is nothing but app dot amplitude app dot amplitude slider dot and the value of it. We have to assign it to the workspace. Yes. So here goes the value. So now we have the amplitude assigned. Now as a next step, we have to simulate the model. So we will call the sim command, and in sim command the first is our model name. Model name is nothing but sine wave underscore Simulink, and then the second value will be name. So and then the third will be value. So in the name we are not going to play lots with lots of options in the sim command. The only option I'm trying to play here is the duration, because we are setting the duration from the app designer. So I think it's a property called stop time. Stop time, and the value for this will be nothing but app dot duration slider dot value. But please note, this will return the value in the integer form or numerical format. We have to change it into the string format, because in the sim command everything is in the string or string format. So we have to change it to string, so we can use the command called num to string. Yes. So once we have the simulate command ready, the third thing which we'll have to do is I'm not sure why the third thing which we will have to do is to plot this. Whatever the output which we get from here, we have to plot it in the UIAxes. So to get the output, probably we can use a variable called simout. So this simout should contain the sim wave value as a one of the element of this structure. So we can use the plot command, and the first we will use this syntax. The first in argument will be the axis to which we want to plot. So we'll use the UI axis, and then second will be the x, and the third will be the y. The x of the axis, and the third will be the y of the axis. So the x of the axis should be, I think, sim.out dot, and my sine wave value. So sine wave, this may not be able to compute. Yeah, I was expecting that tab may not work in this, because still these variables are not assigned, so we may have to put it manually. So time will be my x, and the output will be uh, sim.out dot sine wave value dot data. Let's see if it's or not. So once we have the things done, so let's simulate and see what happens. It may give error if I have done some mistake with the variable names and all those things, but let's see for the first time. So I will leave the initial value set as it is, amplitude as 5 and duration is 10, and let's see what happens. Wow, bravo. So everything works fine. So if you see, I click the start button. So what it's doing is basically it it's just this three lines of the code. So in the first line, it first assigns the value of whatever the amplitude we have set to this command, to this variable ample, and from this variable it goes to the sine wave over here, this variable. In the second line, I am simulating this model for the stop time of whatever the duration I have set it here. So I have set it for 10 seconds, so it ends at 10 seconds. So we can play with this. In fact, we can just go for around, say for example, 30 and see what happens. Perfect. It goes till 30. Okay, it's a little bit more than 30 over here, so it's, I think, 32 or something. It goes till 32, and amplitude is still 5. We can increase the amplitude as well. Yeah, and if you notice on the top edges, it's not so smooth. It's not appearing as a sine wave, and the reason for that is the solver which is choosing. So it's choosing the variable step. So if you want a really smooth curve, you can enforce it to choose a fixed step solver with a very small step size, and which will make sure that the computation of the sine wave is really smooth. So I have changed it to fixed step solver with a very small step size. So So if you observe now, the edges are really smooth now. So we can play with this duration. We can go up to 100 or so and see how it behaves. So okay, so I've done it 100. It is still running. I think the reason is 100 is probably a bit long time for it, but nevertheless it did complete. So 100 with a 15 amplitude of 15, I can set an amplitude of 100 also, go to the maximum level, but of course it will take more time because our step size is really small over here in the Simulink model. So nevertheless, this example I wanted to show very quickly that how you can play with the sliders and control the parameters or values of your Simulink model through your app designer. And yeah, so this is just a very simple example, but of course you can make complex models and pass on various arguments or values from here from app designer to Simulink model and vice versa. So I hope this video was helpful, and you can it will help you to design various kind of Simulink model and play with the parameters from directly from app designer. You can control them. If you have any questions, please put in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.